Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and welcome back to Tour de France 2021, the game, not the actual race that's going on in real life right now, which has so far been quite exciting. This is episode number 3 of this. We're going to play through the races. We're going to try to make progress in kind of the one aspect of the game that is functioning properly. I actually just checked on what version of the game is currently running. It's still the release day version of the game, so there has yet to be an update. At the same time, though, Pro Cycling Manager, right, the sister game, they just had a major update come out a couple of days ago. So hopefully they're going to focus on this game now. And I would expect to see an update within the next few days because currently it's only the PC version that's actually out. Or at least one or two of the console versions, maybe, but it's on multiple platforms. And it's going to release on a whole bunch more, if not all, platforms in the next few days. So look for a big update coming. But in the meantime, I still don't trust this game enough to get into other modes, as I've had lots of issues. Short term, a couple stages, it works great. We have a 3-stage race ahead of us that's going to cover the next couple of episodes. And it's the 3 hours of Provence. So that's what we're looking at doing. We are going to ride with Team DSM, who don't come into this with major objectives. In fact, the objective to get double XP at the end of this and possibly see our first level up, which will open up a couple more races for us. Our objective is to get the combativity, as in the red number. So I want one rider each stage, and I need to get them in the break in at least 2 of the stages, if not all 3. We'll pick who to ride with in a second. But here's the profile of the 3 stages ahead of us. First one's going to be quick and easy, as it is a sprint stage. Second one, a lot more going on with a lot of minor hill climbs along the way. And then the final one finishes with a climb, with a crosswind section, but not major. Should be easy enough to stay away, at least into that double Cat 2 along the way, and that should secure it. Now, in terms of kilometers, combativity is going to come down to kilometers. This first stage is going to be key because looking at the 3 profiles, it's the longest. So if you're in that one all the way to the end, and if no rider is in a breakaway on multiple stages, then you've already got it won. Of course, we don't want it to come down to that, but it looks like the first and third stage are going to be the key to winning the combativity classification. So I have 6 riders to choose from here with Team DSM, and it's not an easy choice because I have to pick one rider that I'm going to control and send in the break day after day. Cantor, Denise are both sprinters, and neither one can climb very well. That's not going to be good on stages 2 or 3, though it would work great on stage 1. So I'll rule those guys out. But then I have 4 choices. Donovan certainly can climb, but his flat rating is only okay, and he does not sprint. Chris Hamilton is a little bit better on the flat, but still not good. He is definitely a better sprinter and can climb fairly well and has decent stamina. Not a bad choice. And in terms of race day condition, he is on the up. Tusveld, much better on the flat, so that means he's going to get through most of the stages a little bit quicker, a little bit easier. Also good climbing. His mountain and hill rating is the same, but he is much slower as a sprinter, and stamina resistance ever so slightly lower. But recovery, much better for Tusveld. It's only 3 stages, though. How much recovery are we going to need over 3 stages? I think Hamilton might be okay for a 3-stage race. Maybe. So far, Hamilton. Or Chad Haga. Haga, good on the flat, 71. Sprint and acceleration, that 69 acceleration is useful, though really with a sprint of 64, Hamilton, they're in pretty similar boat. Hamilton, a little bit better as a climber, so that's good. Stamina resistance, similar. Recovery's good. Haga is set as kind of the breakaway guy, so maybe he's the one they actually want to send forward. But I like Hamilton. And he's got the race day condition bonus that nobody else on the team has. We're going to go ahead and ride with Hamilton for the duration of this race, and we'll see what we can do. Let's see if we can pull off a combativity classification win.
Hello everyone. The sprinters are likely to have ambitions of victory today, but it can't be taken for granted. They'll have to stay in touch on the Col de la Jeunesse or see their hopes evaporate.
All right, so we kick things off. We're not too far down the peloton either, so that's a decent place to be. In fact, I'm not sure if I see any teammates further ahead, so we lucked out on that. But at the moment, we still have not been able to get our way through. Can we push our way through? There we go. Okay. Found a gap. No breakaway. No breakaway yet, but there goes the first rider. And you don't want to be too far behind that. Now's a good time to really take off, too. So we'll hold a moderate tempo here. That'll allow us to stay away a little bit longer. We enter into a hill just a little bit. It's De Winter who went clear. Of course, Valet has also gone clear just behind us. He's made contact with us. We don't see him at the moment, but there he is. And that's 3 off the front, and we are... Well, at least the front rider, De Winter, is now just over a minute ahead. Ease off. Stay at full blast. Try to close up. We are 11 seconds behind De Winter. 8 seconds behind. And we're a minute and a half ahead. This is the easiest establishment of a breakaway that I've had yet. There you go. We are in contact with De Winter. Now let's go ahead and lock on. Valet should be the one rolling through as he has not even taken a single turn as of yet. There you go. And we're all set. I can cruise forward. We are now already accumulating kilometers. We have 156 to go to the end of the stage. So we've made it happen quick. We're 2 minutes ahead of the peloton. So that is secure. We are well on our way to logging at least 100 kilometers. I'll see you at the sprint point in the middle, and we'll have at least ticked off the kilometers along the way to there, assuming that the peloton at 2.5 minutes are not interested in chasing down the 3 of us. Alright, so we pick up with 5K to go to the intermediate sprint point. It's the only one of the day. We have just a single category 4 climb, and I can afford to go hard through here because we have both of our gels completely at our disposal, and with those 2 gels we can make a hard effort and then recover that energy. So we'll see what we can do, but I need to make sure that I'm not in dead last as we approach the 1K banner. I think just as we see it, as we get it in sight, we're going to want to try to make a move. Right now, 3.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes over the pack. Valet starting to push through. We want to be on his wheel. And this section. At this point, I don't mind going out front a little bit. That gives me a slight advantage. Okay, there you go. 1K to go. Almost flat out. We want to make sure we have enough to finish it off. Now, flat out. Come on. Max effort. We're just not quite fast compared to these guys. And we're going to run out of energy just before long. We get 3rd. Close. Not quite, though. Not quite. All right. Let's go ahead and gel up. As we roll into the zone, we cover that energy. Sprinters attacking off the front as they go through. But we'll get that recovery in just a second. See, we're in good shape. 80 kilometers to go. And with the kind of gap that we're pulling, I mean, we've already put in 80 kilometers just about. And we've got another 80K to go. And with a 3.5 minute gap, they're definitely not bringing us back soon. So let's go ahead and speed things up as the pack gets a little closer, or maybe we get a little closer to the stage. You can see we have kind of 2 undulation periods just the one final one categorized, but definitely 2 undulation periods. So we'll push forward a bit and see what happens when we get through there. But there we go. We now have 2 gels yet again. It did use a small amount of energy that we're not going to recover by doing that attack, but we're still in pretty dang good shape at this point in time. And we're down to 36 kilometers to go. We're finishing the descent and about to begin the penultimate climb of the day. It's not categorized, but it's a decent climb. And then we have another one that is categorized, and then a descent to the finish. So really, if you can get through these 2 climbs fairly quickly, you've got a small chance. The gap now at 1:22 over the peloton. It's still the 3 of us with all 147 chasing. But we are ultimately in pretty dang good shape right now. Minute 20, you'd hope for a bit more of a gap. If we had 2 minutes, I'd think we've got a chance at winning. At 1:20, I don't know. I don't know about that. But I am the rider, Hamilton, who, of this group, has the potential to do something. I'm going to keep an eye on the peloton. Right now, I don't need to waste a ton of energy. If we still have a minute when we get to the top here, then I can wait till that Cat 4 climb, because on the descent, they're going to have a hard time chasing us down. And then I can put all my effort into that Cat 4 climb, which could then potentially earn King of the Mountain point and get that jersey for tomorrow, so there's an extra bonus. But then that allows me to go full gas and have a chance at holding them off. It's down to 1:03. We're not to the top yet, and I was saying a minute was kind of that cutoff. I might need to put a little effort in here anyway. Let's see. What
Last time checked with a breakaway.
De Winter attacking. We don't need to go full gas here. I'm a better climber than these guys are. I can just manage this. Cover it off carefully. And on the descent to come. See, they're already starting to lift the pace.
Riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
Okay, back in contact. And definitely saved something compared to them. And that opens it back to 1:10, but it wasted energy for the climb to come. Alright, over the top. We have that minute gap, but we've already used up something. 2% right now. It's not quite steep enough. 3.5. I'd like to do an arrow tuck if we can at some point here and recover a little more energy. It's just not quite steep enough, but it looks like it's going to get a little bit steeper. The bottom half or so of the descent. So I think we'll get a chance for a little arrow tuck in there. But for now, we're seeing a big push for Lay on the attack. At this point, I'm just marking these guys off. We're holding the peloton at a minute. De Winter looks like he's trying to attack this time. So again, we respond. All right, now I want to save my attack for the climb. What I'm better suited to. Okay, get a little acceleration from here. I'm going to try arrow tucking for a moment. Okay, we need a little acceleration here. Ooh, went wide through there, but recovered quickly. Okay, full gas. Arrow, losing a little speed. No, that's not going to work. It is helping us recover that energy, and I think that's going to put me in a good place. Through here a little bit. All right, at the base, we're okay. We're okay. .6%. Little pressure on. They're still on my wheel though. Gap 57 seconds here on the base of the climb. This is the steepest section right now. Let's put these guys under pressure. Still together. But here's what they might not be able to do. Time to gel up, ready for another attack. Here's the strategy. Keep tempo high. Keep them under pressure. Hope that I can outclimb them. Okay, let's also use the other gel so we are ready for another attack. Keeping the pressure on. That's the hardest part of the climb, but you can see it's gonna get difficult again near the top. And I've opened it back to a minute 18 over the pack. Now they are gonna gain something on us when we go over the top. I can't go flat out through here, but if we keep the pressure on, these guys are not gonna recover. Let's see, this is our effort to go for the stage. Now, remember, the main thing is the combativity. And either way, we are definitely on our way on that one. We're down to 15K to go. Even if this doesn't pan out into a stage, we're okay. Down to a minute 6. Wait for this steeper sector and hope that I've done some damage to these guys.
The breakaway will soon be at the top of the Jeunesse climb.
2K to the top.
Lead is too small to hope for victory.
You are 2 kilometers
Saying the
from
lead is
top.
too small to hope for victory. 55 seconds. But again, the descent is a good way to try to recover. Into the steep part. Into the steep part. Here we go. 1K. Can't go flat. Gotta have a little bit for the top. The winter. And he's cooked. Now Valet. Wow, he had something left. Okay, well now it's a 2-man show.
Another few kilometers downhill before entering Marseille.
Alright, up to speed, into the arrow tuck, get some recovery going. Just fly right on past him. He's still on my heels though. De Winter, half minute behind, and we are 54 seconds over the field. I've got the recovery for the finish while Valet rides on, so we're going to be able to cover some ground here. A little more speed, and again, arrow tuck. Okay, speed through here.
Now it's flat and almost straight all the way to the finishing line.
7K to the go. Just 9 seconds away. 8 seconds. Pulling him back. Down to 1.8. And we've got definitely some energy, and Valet rode the whole way down. He did not arrow tuck at all, which means he's not going to have a whole lot left in the tank. 5.5K, 44 seconds over the peloton. They brought back in De Winter, so now it's just Valet and I. 7 seconds, 6 seconds behind. Right on his heels. 5 seconds. And the field is 35 seconds behind. This is gonna be close. We're here in Marseille. 4 seconds.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race. Less than 3 kilometers from the finish.
A lot left in the tank though for that final bit. Trying to get Valet's. There you go. Valet's cracked. It's leaving behind. It's only 15 seconds to the peloton. We've got to just keep riding. Keep riding. 7 seconds behind. Final kilometer. Final kilometer. We cannot celebrate. We're about to crack. We're about to crack, and there go the sprinters. Ah, so close. So close. But what a ride. That was really cool. That was really cool. We go just meters away from getting a breakaway victory. But what we did get is we got the maximum kilometers. I mean, it's 159K or something like that, the stage. And we led for 150. You know, it was at least that much. We were the second one off the front. It only took us a few kilometers to catch him. So, I mean, that was maybe 4K at the start of the stage and a few hundred meters at the end that we weren't out front. So in terms of combativity, we've got that thing nailed. I find it surprising that Cantor and Denise were 138th and 140th and didn't do well at all in the finish. Hamilton, overtaken just before the line, slips all the way to 49th, but still ended up much higher than any of the teammates. I forgot that on the descent, Valet got a few extra kilometers that I did not get as he had gone ahead. So Hamilton, third in the classification. We are going to have some work to do to overtake them, but we're only 11 kilometers behind, and it's longer than the other two stages. Right now, one more breakaway, as long as those two don't participate, should be enough, because both of those stages are shorter than what you can get here. As long as these guys don't make it into any additional breaks, we're all set. We'll try to get into the next stage as well, though.
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. The last climb counting towards the mountains classification may prove key in today's win. With its summit lying less than 8 kilometers from the finish, the punchers will have a golden opportunity to go on the attack and eliminate those riders who are fastest in the sprint.
All right, so for stage number 2, I'm not riding with Hamilton. Hamilton has so much fatigue. Stage 3 is a little bit longer than stage 2, so I want Hamilton hopefully recovered a bit for stage number 3, and then we'll have a go there. What is really important right now is that our race mates from the break in stage 1 aren't on the break here in stage 2. So far, Hull has gone clear. He's already 31 seconds up the road. I still cannot get through, even though, once again, I've started right near the front of the pack. Here comes rider number 3, Matthias Frank. So Frank has gone clear. That's 3 riders already, and I'm squeezed here in the middle. I can't get through. Finally, there. We'll see if they let us go, because that makes 4. They tend to not be terribly happy with 4 riders trying to go clear. They seem to prefer a group of 3. But at the moment, none of these riders that have gone off the front were in that break last time. So for that part, we're in good shape. However, Livens has gone clear as well. Livens we rode with in the previous race here. Let's see, we got 15 seconds at the moment. There we go, Livens has made it up to us. Tussfield could definitely compete for KOM points on the day. But this will give us 2 options on that next stage. The problem with Hamilton was that lack of recovery, and we really saw it today. Poor recovery. So here's 4, and we are 30 seconds ahead of...
His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway
30 seconds ahead, but we need to catch hold. So let's keep on riding here. Right now we're being outclimbed because we don't have any sprint left. I kept the pressure on so that we could actually catch Hull, so that we could actually stay ahead of the peloton, potentially the 5 of us. They all seemed content to kind of fall back, and then Hull would have been the only one going clear. I'd rather have the break established and miss out on the points here, which, I mean, it was only 1 point for those of us chasing. So that's all I gave up was 1 point. Okay, now Aero Tuck. This will give us a chance to catch up a little bit. Most of the others don't use the Aero Tuck very well. Just got to keep an eye on the percent, as long as it's above about 3.5, 4. And we ride through there. Now it's 1:55 to the peloton, so we are in better shape on that. See if we can catch Tamino, and then we'll have Frank and Hull back ahead of us. Already recovered a bit here. We're too much on the flat. I need to just make that little bit extra. This has used a lot of energy to make this happen, but looks like ultimately we'll be okay. 8 seconds now. He's not helping me. Tamino has just been riding on. He bridges the gap, and there you go. Finally, together, 5 riders. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up a little bit to the sprint point. Hopefully we'll get a bit of recovery in during that period. Okay, 1K to go, and we have recovered a fair bit. Tussfeld, not a great sprinter, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to take this one, but we have actually gone clear. We've given a little gap to these guys, but now they're coming on full gas, and we're going to get third, fourth. Oh, I forgot to touch. I didn't know. We still beat. Oh, no, we didn't. Missed out on that one as a result. Oh, my bad. Cat 2 climb coming. This is our time to get some recovery going. Use up our stamina gel. The game just did what it does, and we lost contact with the group as all controls just suddenly failed. Spent a little bit of energy bringing that back, but we're okay. I think our best chance is not at the top, as we're not a great sprinter. Our strength is climbing. And this is the one that has the bulk of the points. So, steep section coming up. Well, not very steep, but better than what we're in right now. As this percent goes up, we'll see if we can get a little distance on these guys. And then just outclimb them the rest of the way. There we go. Don't want to go flat out. Are we going to leave anyone? Right now they've all got it covered off. But it's how far, how long can you go? We're not going to have much left for the top. Get the pressure on. Cover that red bar. Hopefully the next attack. They had to go harder. Still all 5. It's still doing the work. Which means they're having a slightly easier ride at the moment. How hard can we go to the finish? We're just ahead of them. Third. See, Tamino was pretty tired. I think if I can keep pressure on, ability as a climber might pay off. 340. But I need to drop back and let these guys go. Okay, we're at a good spot right now. I think we're going to be coming up on the 1K banner shortly. No, not yet, actually. 2K. 1.5. And it's not steep, this finish, but you can see just how light we are on energy. Hole drop into the back, that's not where I want to be. Make our way forward. And let's open it up. We get to recover after this. I don't know how well this is going to go, as we're pretty low on energy at the moment. So KOM does not seem to be in the cards. Tamino again has been dropped 46 seconds behind this time. Okay, coming up through the feed zone, we'll recover. We got one more climb to go, and we've got one more climb to go for this episode. We're going to stop mid-race, and then we will finish this episode up next time. So we'll start from where we leave off, or at least we'll start after the long descent there with the 2 Cat 3s and the Cat 2 yet to go. That's what's ahead of us. Okay, we've got our gel, so we're through that part. Peloton is 3 minutes behind. Unlike the previous ones where I've kind of gone on the attack, this time I'd like to save energy a bit. We have not done terribly well in this competition. I almost could rule us out at this point, and now we can start to think back on the competitivity prize, where we sit for that. Of course, Hamilton sits in a better place than Tussfeld. Tussfeld, it took him a while to catch up, He was a little bit behind, and it's the shortest of the 3 stages. So he is not going to be in an optimal position. He's going to be probably 4th of the 5 on this stage. Oh, this is steeper. This is much steeper. Alright, well, we're in contact, we're over the top, and we've got some time before the next one, so that is where I'm going to go ahead and call it. Like I said, Tasveld, he's still here. We'll see what we can do about the stage, but KOM, I think, is just about out of hand, so we'll try to just conserve our way through the next couple of climbs, save our gels, recover, and then go for it with that Cat 2 and towards the finish, and hopefully we still have some sort of chance. But Tamno, now over a minute behind Peloton, 2:40. They've closed that gap down significantly. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time as we wrap this one up. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.